Skoda Auto India is out with the new Kodiaq. Now this vehicle promises to be bigger and better in more ways than one. We're talking about an upgrade in terms of performance, in terms of space allocation, in terms of tech and features on board, and of course the fact that it is a great three-row SUV for you and your family. We're going to take a closer look at it in this video. I'm Vikram Gaur and you're watching MotorScribes. There's something about the new Skoda Kodiaq that instantly makes you take notice. Maybe it's the way the white grille glows with its new LED strip, or those crisp sculpted lines that give it a properly confident stance. Either way, this SUV doesn't whisper for attention. It kind of owns the road with its new redesigned look as well as the larger proportions that it has. Yes, overall the updated design doesn't shout out, but it does speak volumes. The new Skoda Kodiaq is longer than before, but it wears that extra length really well. The redesigned octagonal grille, those second-gen LED matrix headlamps with crystalline elements, and the dark chrome touches around the windows and tailgate, they all add up to a much more premium look. Even the aero wheels do their part, not just in aesthetics, but in efficiency too. So the new Kodiaq boasts of having better space allocation on board for all three rows, with increased space for the second row passengers as well as for the third row passengers as well. Having said that, it's also got a very flexible seating setup where you can drop the third row and the second row to free up a ton of space on board should you need to carry a lot of luggage around. But before we go talking about all of these details in more detail, let me tell you that Skoda has done a fantastic job with the overall layout of the cabin in terms of using premium materials, a very nice sculpted front console. You've got a large touchscreen interface, a digital cockpit, all of that working for you. So let's take a closer look what you get with the Kodiaq as a package when it comes to the cabin. In my books, it's the cabin where the Kodiaq really turns heads. Step inside and you're greeted by an interior that feels more German luxury than mainstream premium. The materials, the fit and finish, the layout, it all feels thoughtfully done. Cognac leather with contrast stitching, soft touch panels, ambient lighting that actually adds character. It's a proper upscale place to be. Then there's the tech. The 13-inch infotainment screen is crisp and responsive, paired with the fully digital virtual cockpit. But what really stands out are the Skoda smart dials, 3 physical knobs with digital displays built into them. You can control everything from temperature to seat heating and even infotainment volume, all with just a twist or press. It's clever, intuitive, and honestly, pretty fun to use. And let's not forget the small details. You got tablet holders for the rear seats, sun blinds, a massive boot which can be expanded up to 1,976 liters with both the second and third row folded down. And you also get the classic Skoda umbrella hidden in the driver's door. Now I did mention that the new Kodiaq is bigger than its predecessor. So it's not just on paper that it's a 7-seater, it's a genuine 7-seater now. The third row is actually usable for adults on short trips and perfect for kids, while the second row offers excellent space and visibility. Up front, the ergo seats are a standout. They come with multiple functions including massage and ventilation, and that definitely makes long drives a lot easier to handle. Add to that, you do get the Canton sound system with 13 speakers and a subwoofer, which add to the overall feel-good factor of a nice drive in the Kodiaq. When it comes to driving the new Kodiaq, the first thing that gets to you is the fact that it is just so refined and silky smooth. Everything about it screams premiumness, and in fact even the way it rides and glides across the roads is something that is definitely outstanding about this vehicle. As far as power is concerned, you get a 2-liter turbocharged petrol engine on board with about 204 PS of power on tap, and you've got 320 Newton meters of torque. It's paired to a 7-speed DSG transmission. That's your dual clutch transmission that the Volkswagen Group is known for. And that again ensures that you stay in that peak power band as and when you need it. So cruising in this, going fast, enjoying that level of performance that this turbocharged engine offers is something that will put a smile on your face. And for that added bit of control, you also get paddle shifts. So all in all, a fun vehicle to drive. Yes, it is more of a family vehicle, but yet it is something that you can have a blast behind the wheel of. Coming to how it is to drive, it's actually very easy to manage. Despite its size, it doesn't feel bulky or intimidating. The steering is light in the city but tightens up enough at higher speeds to give you confidence. The suspension is tuned for comfort and it handles bad roads with grace and manages corners with surprising poise. It's not sporty, but it is composed, and that I think is what most buyers in this segment are looking for. You want the more all-rounded feeling, and that's what the Kodiaq offers over here. Under the hood, the things remain familiar, and that's not a bad thing. The 2-liter turbo petrol engine continues to deliver 204 PS of power, 320 Newton meters of torque, and is paired to a 7-speed DSG gearbox with all-wheel drive as standard. Now on paper, that might sound like a refined package, and on the road, it confirms it. The Skoda Kodiaq feels strong and composed, with smooth shifts and enough low-end torque to make city drives easy and highway runs really relaxed. Of course, you don't get a diesel or hybrid option, something buyers might miss, especially in this segment. But the petrol motor is punchy, refined, and fairly efficient for a car of this size. When it comes to safety, you get 9 airbags, all-wheel drive, ESC, and a bunch of passive and active safety systems that inspire confidence. But here's the thing, for a car that ticks nearly every feature box, there is no ADAS on board. So you don't get adaptive cruise control, no lane keep assist, nothing from the advanced driver aid suite that's becoming commonplace in this space. It's a surprising omission, especially when the rest of the car feels so future ready. So all in all, where does that leave the Kodiaq? Well, starting at a price of 46.89 lakhs, it's not cheap, but it's not expensive either. Yes, the recently launched Volkswagen Tiguan R-Line also sits pretty much in that same price bracket. But you also get some rival German brands with their entry-level luxury models that also start at a similar price point. So if you're not hunting for a badge and you're looking for a vehicle that is more of an all-rounder, something that is going to carry a solid case for itself, the Kodiaq does that. You do get a luxurious interior, a strong engine, loads of space, and features that make life easier every day. Yes, it could use ADAS and a few more powertrain options, but overall as a package, it's refined, capable, and seriously well thought through. In short, if you want a 3-row SUV that blends comfort, practicality, and a bit of class, the Kodiaq hits the sweet spot. So with that, we come to the end of our review of the Skoda Kodiaq. And if you do have any questions that you want answered, there's something more you want to know about this product, or there's something in my video that I might have missed out, well, feel free to drop a comment and write in. It's my promise and the MotorScribes promise that we answer every question that comes in on our channel. We've answered over 10,000 questions till date, and we look forward to hearing from you.